We just got the
game.
game.
We just passed over the draft. It's not a big deal.
All right, well, starting off, Wheel versus Red. I don't know if you saw the first Red game, but they played against Team Freedom, and I'm like, man, Freedom's boot camping. They're going to be up there with complexity. Red ran over Freedom with a 5-strength, 4 melee lineup with a Wisp. They had CK, they had Wisp, they had Ursa, they had Spirit Breaker. They destroyed Freedom. I was actually super surprised on what happened there. But here we are, Team Red versus Wheel, two of the invited teams that a lot of people didn't know anything about, and both teams are really strong. We actually get a Shadow Fiend coming out from Annihilate. I think many people say he's probably their best player.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, the lift up comes. It is going to be Gank on New Sham, and unfortunately, I believe he is going to fall here. Oh, and I love it. They give it to the Shadow Fiend, he gets the souls. Oh.
That is so big.
Huge. That was perfect by Wheel.
I mean, people orient whole entire strategies around Shadow Fiend being able to get the early souls,
Clockwork
right?
and stuff, and that's even better.
This is even better than you would get off the clock. So I think you look at both these teams. Both these teams have some like really standout players that are very good or very knowledgeable about the game, and so both of them I could see like being, you know, maybe that kind of like 4th place.
Number 4 that goes into the bracket.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like on Red, you've got Monkeys Forever, who is really good. Jenkins, who was very good, and kind of took a bit of a break, and he's back now.
And don't forget about a top TI placer, Ziz, when he was back on
That's
Complexity. True. And I mean, they have it, and they look. I mean, when I say they look good versus Freedom, they didn't. I love it. Franz was at the summit, just chilling around, and he was like, we kind of made this team like we want to be serious, but not too serious here. But man, they look really good, and they're gonna have a dual lane of Lina, support Lina plus CK going up against a Shadow Fiend. This guy's not gonna get any farm here, I don't believe. Luckily, he does have those early souls though, which actually are the only reason he's getting CS right now.
This is a very cool strategy that they're doing right now. Jenkins in trouble though in the top lane.
He is, and he's just getting 3v1. I do not see him getting out of this. He has Cogs, but he traps KVH in with him. Derp actually picks it up. Ooh, 17 gold. Oh, nice. And, oh, okay. He lost all his mana. Whatever. That's going to happen, and look at this. Already 2-0 from Wheel. And if people remember last major when Wheel actually made it through opens, they had a whole different team, Layla, Ifrit, all of them, but this Wheel has stuck around for some time and they've looked really well.
Yeah, we're seeing NA teams really experimenting with these different dual lanes. Oh, middle lane, they're going to go on an Annihilate again.
They are, but unfortunately, even with all those stuns, they can't quite bring him down. Ziz takes a lot of damage, my bad on that one. You know, getting situated, new casting, setup
okay.
cap.
Okay,
all right, thanks. You're the only one who appreciates my camera work.
I do appreciate it a lot. You look at the
last game was actually good.
Yeah.
You didn't get to see the bad me.
You look at the things that most other casters ignore, like the small little efficient things.
Yeah,
that do add up.
I think a not small thing here is we have a dual silencer Storm Spirit bottom from Dire. What is this about? Obviously, they want to get Monkey's farm, but they have a CK middle, and then you have a Clockwork safe lane. Their lanes are what I believe we call unorthodox.
Yeah, did you see the game that Veggies went out on? We played in.
I don't think I watched that one.
Yeah, the Colio stack. They did Clockwork Razor. As a dual off lane.
Yeah.
And then they were doing some other dual lane safe lane. I can't remember what it was, but I've seen these like NA teams really experimenting with lanes. I'm seeing these like Queen of Pain, Clockwork, like dual off lanes and stuff like that. It seems like all these NA teams are really playing around with the dual lane opportunities, and this is definitely one of the more unique ones. Chaos Knight Lina, which is kind of an old school combination.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's just super Dota 1, right? That was back when you draft 5 stuns versus 5 other stuns, and you outstun them. But I mean, the lanes, you don't really lose a dual stun lane, but apparently a Shadow Fiend, level 4, and he's doing great. Arcane Rune up on Ziz, that thing actually costs nothing.
Unfortunately, it still is not enough for him to be able to have the mana for Chaos Bolt.
Yeah, this is insane. I mean, there we go. He just like one hit, and then he gets harassed back. Oh, man, this Shadow Fiend is getting so much out of this.
Yeah, they needed the kill early. Their first 2 kill attempts failed, and that's the problem with Chaos Knight. If those first 2 fail, then you're in serious trouble. Now, fortunately, this is going to be a mid lane, so Bottle is available. Ziz is going to be able to pick that one up, and so they'll have further opportunities to kill Danny in mid, but they are now going to be countered by Nyx this time.
Yeah, they are. Now, people, the Nyx, I know a lot of people, you go back to last TI when Drinking Boys was invited. I mean, kind of a meme team, and I mean, Mad was on that team, and he's one of those guys I wish Jack might have been here, a Chinese-American player from old Pat Soul, Team Tinker, all the Drinking Boys, top 5, all of them, and I mean, he has turned in his... We casted a game earlier. They actually took Planet on 60 minutes.
Wow.
Team Wheel. It was impressive. And his Kunkka roamed so well early middle lane. There's the stun, but 1 second instead of 2 might have set up. And now they're going in. Here come the raises. Not going to be enough, though. Nice stun coming in from the Lina. Man, we're going to see, actually, Jenkins. He is still level 4. He's
bottom lane. Dota2 is actually going to be able to get a kill on Monkeys, I think. Burrow, and he gets it.
He does. Right-click the creep. No, he's okay. He's just going to stick up. Nice. That was Dota2. And you play in these high NA pubs. I'm sure you've played with Thet as he goes by Dota2. What are your thoughts on him? I know he's known. He's one of the more maybe notable oddballs we'll go with.
He is. I could definitely tell he's talented. I think sometimes he can be hard to work with, but that's definitely
that's
not,
NA.
Yeah, that's
just
NA in general. That's why I would point to Annihilate as their mid laner as just being a bit better. Not necessarily because the mechanical difference is that much more dramatically different, but I think Annihilate's just a little bit easier to work with. But if you can work with the two, I think he is actually pretty talented.
Yeah, exactly. I think a lot of those younger players, even like in the SA region, like Tomato, right? Like everyone, King Tekka, super young.
King Tekka, man.
Work with them, man. And top lane, we have a go on the level 3 Storm Spear. He has 5 wand charges. Is he going to try to bait out Living? Well, no, he's just going to die in wheels rotations right now. Bottom lane, though, the 2. Oh, that was a... He's going to... There's no way he lives here.
Yeah, he's going to catch him. Yep,
catches him, and he's going to live. I think he did a melee range stun right there. Might have been able to get away, but middle lane, we're going to see another gank, possibly. Nice stun by Mad. Annihilate, he actually hits the double raise. And a kill again. I actually like these two teams are just running at each other right now. I'm enjoying it. I think that's Teams Red strategy. They like running at the other team. That's why you pick like a Chaos Knight as well as a Clockwork. The first game they picked Spirit Breaker. Like, you want to run at people. You want to commit to fights and just maybe throw another team off their game, but I'm sure these two teams have scrimmed, right?
Yeah, I'm sure they have. Or at least, they have a lot of experience with each other.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at both of them, like, both these teams have some real big NA veterans that just haven't made it onto, like, the Tier 1 status of NA.
Exactly. But it's good. I mean, obviously, these two teams got invited, meaning they have kept the same team for a while, and we saw last year that was not the case. It's nice finally seeing some teams stick around. And, wow, they're going in. Here we go. Is there going to be a stun out or anything? He doesn't have the mana, and that's the problem. And he has a regen rune. So this, he's like, whatever. I'm just going to raise you a few times and regen.
The thing is that all mid laners are well adept at being able to deal with pressure lanes.
Yeah.
Because everyone's rotating so much. So Annihilate has been able to deal with the dual lane for a start. As long as he didn't die early, he was going to eventually win out. He did that. Now the problems are going to trickle down on red. They dodged the aggro tri-lane, but that also meant the supports were free to be able to make rotations, which ended up catching the Storm Spirit.
Look at Mad's farm. He's just been roaming around. He already has the mana boots, which on Nyx and level 4 is huge. As like roaming as a Nyx feels so bad at like level 1 or 2, right? Like you don't do anything. Nice Carapace is going to try to get the stun. Will this be enough to kill him? He is reasonably tanky. He gets the double stun. Oh, but the Rocket's coming too. They get him. Rocket actually steals it. They get +2 on Franz, which is nice. Can't quite get derped. They're nuking him down. Uh-oh. Hook on the backside. Stun as well. They're going to have Cog stun. He's tanky. Double Wraith Band. Will it be enough, though? He has one. Doesn't even use it. And there we go. The stuns and running at you.
Yeah.
That is Red's game plan. And that's a good turnaround from the beginning.
Yeah, Fran rotates from the top lane because, it's not like he can do anything against the Lifestealer anyway. Jenkins rotates out of his offlane situation as he picks up 6. There are going to be other problems.
Yeah.
Yes, they shut down mid. Sand King's going to be very farmed, for example. Lifestealer, KVH is going to be super far ahead. I think KVH is a pretty solid carry as well.
I think Annihilate and KVH are like, a lot of the other game players know them. They've been around there for a while, and they've come over and they've played at extremely high levels, but they're just now getting onto this main stage. And speaking of Dota 2 getting farm, what do you think of the Tread Sand King?
I was kind of contemplating that. I think you're seeing more of these like Earthshakers getting treads, Sand King getting treads. I think if it's okay if you're winning your lane and stuff, you use some of tread efficiency. Like the difference is that Sand King doesn't need to use his burrow as much as he used to. Same thing goes with Earthshaker.
Nick's taking a lot of damage, but already Carapaced off a little bit, and we see a rotation coming from
nice.
Rubik. He is only level 5 on Monkey's Forever. This would be a gigantic kill. He gets the lift off before the stun comes out. They get him. They're going to try to bring down Mad. He lives. And another counter rotation by Wheel, and it pays off. This Lifestealer is level 8 at 9 minutes in, and he was kind of in a tri-lane at the beginning. This guy is value city right now.
Yeah, KVH just had a great read. He's like, Storm Spirit still 5. Let's just dive. Cuts down that one tree to gain, quick and easy access to the Storm Spirit.
Oh my. Are you looking at the hero levels tab? If not, you should. This is just scary for Red this early in the game. Level 988 on cores, and none of the die are even close to that right now. That is insane.
Yeah,
and it's not even like their supports are like struggling that much, right? They're actually keeping up. Rubik's right up there at the top too. This is feeling good for Wheel. 4K at 9 minutes. And against all these kind of stun early games, right? You have a Clockwork roaming around. He's going to look, but Dota, the 2, is already far back there.
Good. If I know Monkeys, he is pretty tilted right now. Like, these lanes did not go the way he wanted them to. Like, if he was probably telling his team, like, we should have just done normal lanes. We should have just had me against, the SF. It sucks, but I would still be able to at least take my jungle and stuff. I would have had my level 6 by now.
Yeah.
And you cannot afford to have your Storm Spirit be tilted.
Yeah. I mean, because he's, you have a lot of stuns, but he is still your, like, initiation playmaker besides, like, Clockwork. Yeah. He's going to be doing most of your late game damage if Chaos Knight isn't farmed. We did see when Red played Chaos Knight last time, me and Lacoste were talking about it. That hero, when he pops ultimate, is insane, but bottom lane, they're actually going to go on Dota the 2. He gets the hook up to read a Cogs. He stuns forward, actually. The double raise hits on 2 of them. Triple raise. And Dota the 2 is still alive. He might die to Arcankers, but I do not know if that is the trade you want. I Annihilate. Actually just annihilates their entire team with a triple raise.
That is beautiful. Great rotation by Annihilate, and really good awareness from the 2 to see that opportunity.
Stun forward instead of stunning to run away. Yeah, exactly. Uh-oh, and look at Mad just like, what up? And he hits the stun. He's running through. The raindrop tanks up a lot, but Annihilate's actually just playing insane. And nice Carapace. That was actually, that Carapace, they would have got double cogs if he didn't do that. But no, Mad's not blocking him. He's going to pull him out. He is going to be in a lot of trouble now. They should bring him down. They still haven't yet. They finally will. Global comes out. They should as well get this Rubik. They're chasing him. It's derp. He's still alive somehow, and there we go. Maybe a little overextension getting that Lina, but at least top lane's farming. KVH.
Yeah, wow. KVH, he's just taking his time, right? He's going to get his armlet and probably wait for... Well, they got level 6 on Mad, so if he wants to do an early rotation, he can, or he can wait for the 2's Blink Dagger, which is a little bit more guaranteed killing power.
I do like Jenkins. He's not afraid, even though they lost kind of that early lane phase. He's hooking in middle now. This is going to be a tough kill to get. He knows stuns on cooldown, but he still stuns out, and Clockwork gank is down, and I mean, Annihilate's roaming around so much, and I like it. Usually on your cores, you don't really want to do that, especially a Shadow Fiend, but I mean, it scored him 4 kills.
It's pretty common for a Clockwork.
And here we go. Franz is going to bite the dust. Not yet. Dota the 2 taking a lot of damage right now. And Ziz pops his ultimate, but Annihilate's just click him down. Now they're just running. Maybe just kill those illusions. Nice stun in the background. Mad doing great. And KVH is here now. They are all rotating. Will Ziz go down? The raise hits. And they farm up those illusions. And that's a 3-for-0 trade. This is the perfect NA Dota game. You just have everyone running at each other. 12 minutes in, it's 19 kills. Is this actually almost more kills than last game in total? It's getting there.
Yeah,
it ended like 12-12 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
This is
so a little bit more.
Very run at you.
We'll be there. I think Team Red, in many ways, just kind of like have to run at you, right? They've got Chaos Knight and Clockwork.
It's their draft,
Their laning phase didn't work out, so you have to offset that by being able to get kills.
And there, like you said, the Blink Dagger on the Sand King, KVH early rotation equals a tier 1 tower. Oh, Arcane Curse flies out. That is the most annoying skill. Even if it doesn't like do that much damage, it's just annoying in general.
Yeah.
Slows you down, does damage, cancels your blink, but middle lane tower will drop to KVH. He has an armlet, he has 1K. Annihilate almost has a first item Hurricane Pike. He's gonna have it by like 15, 16 minutes.
Yeah, and he just won't really care that much about pretty much everyone, right? Like, all 3 of the cores on Team Red need to be on top of SF to do damage. So a good Hurricane Pike is going to make him that much more wily.
Yep. Oh, and Monkeys Forever. He knew a rotation was coming, but they're going to turn around and actually on Jenkins going on Derp Derp. Matt's here. Do we have any vision? We do have Jenkins. Has some dust, but they haven't used it yet. He actually whiffs the stun. Global comes out. Derp Derp should be dropping stun. Hits on Matt. Will he live? He has Carapace, but he drops as well. On the backside, everyone's here. I annihilate Wanda ulti. He doesn't. They're just going to hit some raises. Bring him down to 2 for 1. But this time, the Radiant was the one who committed 5 heroes and still lost 2, while Ziz on the Chaos Knight farms bottom. So Dire gets a little bit of an advantage there. They're still down 6K, unfortunately, but every little thing counts.
Yeah, Ziz is still so far away from his armlet.
Yeah.
He needs this armlet, but at the same time, he's... I don't know, what comparison should I make? Like Juggernaut in some ways? Like he's got this kind of long cooldown ultimate, and you need to put use to it.
Yeah, but the problem is, like, Juggernaut can actually farm quickly. This hero, that's why you almost always see Treads Midas coming up from that hero in Age of Camp. They need to fight. Nice stun by the 2. The hit, the stun, the kill. I Annihilate dominating now. Franz is going to try to chase him down. I don't know if you want to chase these guys. He's actually, oh my, Rocket comes up, scouts him. I was about to say, I don't think you want to run up there. They had the ward there, scouting out. Hook comes in. This guy's very tanky. Derp Derp's actually going to throw him out backwards. Nice play. Double stun's coming out. Whoa, he gets thrown all over. 4-second stun, though. They can bring him down. They do. That ult's going to blast and do a little bit of damage. Go to the 2, trying to run. Can he? Curses up. He's dead. And there we go. More stuff, and 5 committed by the Dire, while KVH farms bottom.
I mean, I like that. I think Red... Like, don't stop being aggressive. If you're not going to take that fight, then just GG out now, right? Because you have to fight to get back into this game. You can't shy away from engagements.
Yep. Oh, man. When's the last time we've actually seen a support Lina? Has it been, like... I can't really recall one. I know I've seen one, but this is...
There was one in Star Ladder when they picked Lina early and switched it up for mid-tinker.
Which kind of what they did here. They first picked the hero. And then I mean, you obviously assume it's going to be mid, and then Storm came out 4th pick if you didn't know, and then Silencer's here. So I think Global is going to have a huge, I mean, it always has a huge impact, but versus Sand King, versus Rubik, versus Nixon, SF, definitely could. We're going to see nothing really going on. We wanted Mad to get a gank, but he is, oh, he's going now. He has an Arcane Rune. Bounty's there. Oh, we thought they might have had vision because he ran back. Why aren't they? Oh, all right.
Whoa.
What in the world? I was kind of confused. Like, Dire wasn't taken, and then Mad's just like, well, I mean, if you guys don't want it. Whoa, is he actually still? Okay, I was about to say, they have the sentry down. And there we go, the hook comes in. He's going to jump out immediately. They didn't know he's in their silence. Can he get a Carapace off at least? He does not. KBH is in a lot of trouble. He's trying to kill those cogs. He's just running away. Stun comes out. 4 saves. Go to the 2 with the 4-man stun epicenter. Is he going to be able to kill anyone, though? I Annihilate's here, and he will. Takes down 1, and it's a 2-for-1 trade. Look at how low they all are. I Annihilate. He's going to siege him down with that Hurricane Pike, and he has it up again in 3 cents. He can definitely push forward, and he will. Is he going to go for this? I hope
1
so.
raise, 2 raise.
And I Annihilate is destroying this game. That was all Dota 2, though. Yeah, 4-man stun epicenter. Like, oh my goodness.
Team Red, like, they just got greedy, right? They saw this opportunity. They're like, Lifestealer's Rage is going to be down. Used it all during the cogs. We want to be able to chase down this hero, but it just turns into them stumbling into a nasty trap.
There we go. Tier tower goes down. Net worth, 10K net worth at 17 minutes in. This if you take the Shadow Fiend out of the game, it's an even net worth, which is insane. Meaning, I mean, the next or the lifesteal is very farmed. Almost has a Deso. Go to the 2. I love the treads are actually saving him a lot too. Like the extra HP is doing a lot of work. And he's going 4 staff next. Maybe he was gonna go Tranquils. Just has a Ring of Regen. Maybe he forgot it's a Ring of Health now instead of the Ring of Regen. No, he just has some casual regen. He's chilling. Uh-oh. He does it again. Mad just walks uphill, takes the rune from Monkeys Forever, and then runs away. Scuttles away. I wish he had the crab set, though. It's the one set I enjoy in the new treasures. I love the crab.
You like the crab set?
I love that. He's so cute.
I much prefer the set that he has now.
I mean, yeah, but that's because you're not really you know,
I'm not really a Nyx assassin
player.
player.
If we 1v1 to Nyx, I would win.
That is
I don't think
definitely
anyone
not true.
would win, though, actually. But I don't think anyone would
everyone
win
would be a loser. You, me, anybody watching.
Anytime a stun comes out, it's just going to get carapace. That would just be awful.
Actually, that sounds kind of fun because you just turn
It
into a game of stop spamming stuns.
I think it would. And if you did it like first to 50 CS or something, I could see that working.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. But we digress. I'm right, you're wrong. It's all good, though. Teal, KVH, he now has the death. So this guy, I'm pretty sure he can man-fight. He can man-fight all of them. He can solo kill everyone, probably but the Storm and the Chaos Knight at this point.
Yeah.
Like, if Clockwork ever goes on him, I think he 4-shots him. And now we see rotation, maybe by Jenkins, double damage.
Which is why I
But it's
think
KVH.
Jenkins. I think it's one of those situations where you go back and pick up 4-staff instead.
Yeah, you have to.
Because, you know, the chainmail is still nice for basic armor purposes, but at this point in time, it's like, okay, he's got Desolator. He does too much damage.
Yeah.
I just need to be able to cogs and force out every time.
Yep. Man. It just feels like, look at, they're sitting behind Ziz, who is level 12 right now, while Shadow Fiend's 16. Set on the Sand King is 14. The levels are just stacking up, and I mean, when a Shadow Fiend gets ahead, and you're not really pressuring him, he just gets farther ahead. He's going for a second item Butterfly against his lineup. Even though they have a ton of magic damage, he's only scared of, like, what, the Chaos Knight doing damage to him, really? Because he knows his team's going to have his back. That's a good thing, right? Like, man, my team's going to have my back. Feels good.
Yeah, they certainly have the items on the supports to be able to make that up. Look at Derp, dude. He's got a headdress on a Rubik.
I just like watching Mad. Mad has gotten that bounty rune 4 times in a row at 20 minutes. He just keeps stealing it from him.
Yeah, any way to limit their farm, I guess.
Yep, it is sad. After that, Void Boys and Drinking Boys, all those stacks disappeared. A lot of them just moved back to China, Jack was saying. Padsol and all of them. He's the only one who's stuck around in America, and I'm enjoying it. I enjoy watching him play.
Oh, you mean Mad?
Mad, yeah. And he's one of those, right? He's 7.5 to AK. He's one of those guys, he plays support only, too, and gets up there. And he's really nice, I've heard. I've talked to their manager, who said he's, like, the most polite and nice guy on the team. I'm like, well, yeah, you're on a team with that. I assume he is, but top lane, tier 2 going down. KVH picks it up. He's going Manta next. Obviously, a lot of stuff you can get out of. Last Word, Orchid, Global. Just a good pickup. And they're just pushing in, man.
Yeah, just
force
them to TP back.
Like, they haven't even taken the tier 1 yet. They're trying to. He's going for it, and he gets it. Still only level 12, because people are just sitting behind him trying to protect him. So he's getting farm, but he's getting no levels.
This is the worst feeling. You've lost the game so hard that the enemy team is, like, picking up these late game items.
Yeah.
SF, you know, going straight for the Butterfly second item. Yep. That's how you know you won.
Oh my, and what is Franz looking at? He has Tread's drum on a Sports Silencer. It's not the worst, but you still feel helpless because you don't have 4 staff. And if Mad had a blink right now, he doesn't. He's just waiting anyone to step outside. And he has maxed the Spike Carapace, so say Storm does just lay down like a random Remnant, he can just run into it, stun him up, and kill him.
Yeah, they've actually got a lot of killing mechanisms against the Storm Spirit pre-Lincolns. Like, you know, they've got Blink Sand King, they've got the Nyx Assassin, they're going to have Rubik as well, but a farmed Rubik comes along.
Yep.
Oh, it's actually hard for Storm.
It's going to be a smoke gank. They need some, and it's his Bloodstone. It's a little bit late, but still, Hook comes in. This should be it. He gets the Carapace off. Stun's going to fly. He's trying to juke. Global Suns comes out because from behind, we actually see Ziz getting melted by Lifestealer. Oh my goodness, and he just eats him alive. Here comes Storm flying through, tries to go on Dota 2. They might actually find this guy. Oh, and fighting near Shrine, it's always rough. He has Rage up, though. He's going to use it. They try to body block. Unfortunately, he has Phase Boost. Dota 2. He's dead. And there you go. Quick 2 Bloodstone charges for Monkeys Forever on a nice smoke gank. They do lose their carry CK, but like you said, Monkeys Forever going to be the main playmaker this game.
Dude, I thought Monkeys was actually going to go for KVH.
Yeah.
A Lifestealer only operating on Armlet, you know, that's such a juicy kill, but
if
he
you
plays
get
it safe
once, then you might die if you lose all your mana.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm surprised he didn't go for it, but KVH now is going to Shrine out. We haven't actually seen Annihilate last fight. He has a Butterfly now. They could just come to a fight. He's level 18. They might just go for Roche, right?
Yeah, I think Roche is the
safe and easy play. And tons of gold again for your supports. People always forget Roche is good for your carry, but getting that team gold is super as well.
Yeah, for sure. It also gives you like a large amount of map control because the enemy team doesn't want to fight you, and that's also good for supports.
Oh, and Matt, once again, there's the Storm Spirit. He kind of scouts him out. And surprisingly, even with all their items, they're taking it a little bit slow. Matt's trying to block Hook right here.
Dude, Jenkins has to go for this, right?
He does. Oh, and Blue pings him though. Matt, he doesn't know.
Throw it!
Oh, God! They go in. Ion gets it. They get both of them, and now they're in trouble. Yep, they. Oh man, Storm plus Clockwork aren't able to kill it or steal it, and now Mad. Does he see him? Does he have stun? Does anyone have stun? No one has stun. Both had it down, unfortunately. Lift as well, but you get a kill out of it.
That was actually so well timed because
he
did stun the Lifestealer as Roshan went down. It was just like nobody could stop Annihilate, I think, on the left-hand side.
Yep. There we go. We have level 19 on Shadow Fiend. They're just moving up. The highest net worth on Dire. Oh, Matt. Well, in a little bit of trouble again. He's going to get nuked down. Monks Forever could just zip forward and hit him once. Yep, and he does. 15 charges, Treads. I mean, no matter how underfarmed the rest of your team is, the Storm with 15 plus charges, you get an Orchid up, you can start solo killing supports, even if they're farmed.
Yeah, and once you get to like 25 Bloodstone charges, you've got that like near
25?
infinite. That's a lot. Yeah, dude.
You think he can make it?
I think he could.
He could.
I mean, there's
they're making good fights right
like
now.
Derp didn't go Glimmer Cape.
Yeah.
He went mech instead for a greedier like Guardian Greaves sort of build.
Yeah.
So it means right now he's very susceptible to Storm.
Scan comes out from the Radiant, nicely done. And it scouts Franz, so they're actually going to team up and go up there. They're like, who's up here? Who's invading our jungle? Clockwork's running away. And I like this, because it feels like Wheel wants to end this game and get these pickoffs, but Red's like toying with them a little bit, which is super smart. Just buying space. Look at top lane's farming, bottom lane's farming in favor of Dire. Like, what's Annihilate going to do to Pink? Nothing. Just going to farm creeps. But he does get the +2 damage per soul, which makes him even stronger.
Yeah, level 20 SF is...
I think he has the best level 20 ones, yeah. He has one of the best level 20 talents for sure. You talk about 25, but 20, that's SF.
Yeah, I think SF, that's usually about the time that he has, like, guaranteed BKB as well. Obviously, not this game because he went Butterfly.
And he's going to have BKB in 700 still, so...
So most of the time you look at SF, you look at like his peaks and valleys. Like this is one of the biggest peaks you'll get.
This tower's just melting here. He's gonna get Outlast him. Oh no, he stops hitting it. Smart. Will the cart be able to do it? No. Annihilate scoops it up. Oh wait, no BKB? Manta? He switched it up now.
Wow. That's...
I mean, global. But you can do it on global too. We'll see Annihilate. Look at him, just siege from the low ground. He has Aegis, he's fine with this. Gonna get pulled uphill now. Nusham already used a stun early though. Tower, over 50% HP done. Meanwhile, Ziz farming top, 14, Armlet. He's going BKB, he's getting there.
He farms so slow.
Yeah,
and
no
by
Midas.
that I mean Chaos Knight, you know.
Where's Midas? That's why you need it. But they wanted to fight early, and Armlet's better for that. But now that it's getting later, he probably feels bad too. He's like, man. Because he went Midas in the first game, but it was a far different game than this. Ooh, they saw the double TP top, so they're going to try to pressure. Unfortunately, Jenkins, everyone has already run away. Not really much wards up from either team. We see the obvious one top by the Radiant, and another one actually blocking the camp. And they see heroes from that. I like that ward.
Yeah, they've got Nusham with the gems, so...
And man, Nusham, support Lina, gem treads. It's rough.
Smart. The early gem pickup, it's like the only way to...
Not get ganked by that Nyx.
Yeah, it's the only way to have like a winning game plan, you know? Like you've lost all map control. The best thing you could do is make sure that they don't have vision.
Yeah.
So they don't always know where you're farming at. You have a chance to actually get farm. Because you don't get this gem, then you're locked inside your base constantly. The only time you ever push out is with smoke.
Yeah. We see Jenkins actually the only one not in their base. He's not even trying to farm. He's like, man, I just want some sweet, sweet experience here. He's chilling. I know a lot of the games, the winning team is content with just farming. Are you content with just farming as Wheel right now, or do you think they should be pressuring something?
No, I think you absolutely are content with farming.
All right.
You just chill. I mean, honestly, this late game, it's just a Storm Spirit still.
Yeah.
Chaos Knight's still gonna drop off.
Yeah. Well, Chaos Knight with ulti is super good, but if you somehow just clear his illusions, he's such a useless hero. I mean, me and Lacoste watched it. It's just when it's just him, he just does nothing.
Yeah.
And here we go, smoke gank coming from the Dire side. Storm Spirit.
Do not mess this up, Red.
And they go in. They're going to global. He can't quite get the Manta. Nice force step. Won't matter. He gets blown up. They're going forward for more.
Whoa, they can't commit more.
Uh-oh, and this might be bad. What a stun by Mad Mang. That's going to get him a double kill because of it. And they blow him up. Wait, Jenkins? He's dead. Annihilate gets 2.
That was their gem, too?
Oh, no.
That was not a clean enough kill for them to go for more. They,
yeah,
like, because the force staff play and
nice
everything,
force, yeah.
there was enough blown by Red that they couldn't just reach out and go for more like that.
And we do see the gold change actually in favor of Team Red. Unfortunately, it's 300 gold, and all that gold on the other side goes to Annihilate, who has a Manta, going BKB now. I think once they get BKB, that's when they super pressure and just can go high ground finally. Global is down. Do you think they might do it here when KBH is alive? They have 2 Mantas. Yeah, why not? That's what I'm thinking. Without
at
those
least take that
ults.
tier 3.
Yeah. Take the tier 3, get the shrines. Just get gold. You have mech on Rubik, which is strange, but it's working out because it can just heal you. But I don't know. Just get send illusions. See how much they do here. Not much. They're trying though. One more hit. All right. They did 40 damage. Not bad. Gem now on Nyx, and look at he's like, man, this is the best. The other team bought a gem for us. Sick.
I can just skitter around. I don't have to be afraid of anything.
Oh my god. And Ziz has not been at these fights. He's been farming, and still he only farmed 1,000 gold since we last looked at him. It's just chaos. It's not him. He's farmed the jungle. He's farmed the lane. It's just Chaos Knight farming potential is extremely low.
Yeah, he's not very good at clearing waves, and neutraling is worse than it used to be, so the limited amount of map control that you have as a losing team, like, I would say it used to be maybe 50% of your farm was neutrals, but now I feel like it's actually much less just because neutrals themselves are worth a lot less.
They do not, yeah, they're worth absolutely nothing.
So it's a lot more focused on like being able to just push out waves really fast without dying, right? Yeah. I think this, with certain heroes, Sand King's really good at. Clock's good because of Rocket Flare. Chaos Knight? No. Chaos Knight is fully committing.
Absolutely
like he's easy to gank, and he has no quick clearing ability. So
do you think if Chaos Knight, like we're seeing him a little bit now, if he ever completely comes back, do you have to like go Battle Fury like old school used to do? Is that like the only way to get farm, or do you just get Midas? Or do you just not pick the hero?
I think IceFrog has to change something about the hero to make him.
But he's getting picked, so IceFrog's probably like, well, there's other heroes not getting picked. Why would I change a hero that is getting picked?
That's true.
That's the thing. Not that I know IceFrog. I'm not into his head. Trust me. If I was, those tier 4 regens would be absolutely taken out. Base shrines would be taken out.
Out of all the things that have changed from Dota 1 to Dota 2, is that the most egregious affront to you?
Yes. Why? Like,
now you didn't even think about it. You were just like, well, yes.
But why? Like, what's the point of, okay, we took a lane of racks. The creeps don't even do anything to towers anymore. What's the point of taking one set of racks? It gives you almost no advantage now. Oh, creeps hurting tower. Oh, they're dead. Oh, 3 regen. It's dumb. It's not broken. It's just dumb.
So talents, outer
dumb.
TP point of shrines.
Nah, it's
fine. Like the fact that mid lane is nowhere close to a 1v1. Like none of those things are as egregious as tier 4s.
Yeah, but the 3v3 middles, like those are player affected. The players didn't want these towers to have, and I bet you if you ask any of them, they say get rid of it. I'm sorry, Cap, you just, maybe you don't understand the game at a deeper level than I do, because I don't know, you just seem to be struggling with this concept of my hatred for tier 4 towers. Oh my goodness, Rubik has a full Guardian Greaves?
Yeah, dude.
He's 60 gold per minute talent, not
pumped
dying.
It up. And now this Orchid from Monkeys Forever just looks like the saddest little Harry Potter wand.
Yeah, the Bulba wand.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's just as ineffective.
22k net worth lead. Ziz has a BKB. Do you think this is let's die or let's smoke up once, we get 2 or 3 kills, if we get 5-man wipe, we leave kind of thing?
Yeah, I think
that feels like that. Ooh, and here we go. Clockwork has a blade mail. which is, I mean, Blade Mail's always good. It forces them to just rethink everything they're doing if they're aiming you.
Except for Lifestealer.
Or just KVH 3-shotting you. Yeah, that
yeah,
could be a rough
KVH
one.
is just like, I just keep right-clicking you anyway.
Surprisingly, KVH actually, he does a lot of damage, but we're a little later in the game. He went Manta and he has a plate mail, he's going Assault. Once he gets the Assault Cuirass, obviously his damage increases. But right now, he's not really the heaviest hitter, actually.
Yeah, I think it's the Manta.
Yeah, and it's funny because I feel they got it to fight into Global Silence, but they're just not. But I mean, it's fine. They're 22K net worth up, and look what they find. A double damage. Oh, perfect timing.
Perfect timing
Sick.
for Red, maybe? Oh, I thought Red
they
was going to
stole
snipe
it.
it.
Uh-oh, but they know something's up. Is everyone here? Global gets popped early, but the double Manta.
Oh!
Annihilate's going to go in. Jenkins gets massacred. Nushem gets massacred. Ziz gets massacred. Wait, Monkey's going for the snipe. Wait, okay.
Yeah, it's not happening.
No,
we'll know.
No.
We'll know.
I love that play from Matt. He tried to actually jump in front of the Storm and carapace the just anything. And
yeah, the remnant that Storm Spirit's usually placed to
Yep.
check inside the Roche pit.
Like, if he would have hit that, and he's just running away. He's going to live, but, well, 3-for-0 trade. And now we see the power of the Mantas. They just Manta BKB. Global does nothing.
Yeah, you had to make that read as Red that these items, because Global Silence is a huge tip-off for them to just use their magic immunity.
Yeah, why
so
not?
At that point in time, like, you have to actually initiate before you pop the Global Silence.
Yeah.
The Global Silence at that point in time is more about stopping like Sand King and Nyx Assassin from counter-initiating, rather than it is being able to target these heroes down. So they had to get their stuns in first and Global Silence after.
No, exactly what you say, because Lifestealer doesn't mind popping that Manta for Global. He has Rage. Same with Shadow Fiend, right? He doesn't mind popping the Manta. He has Black King Bar. Like, yeah, I agree. They had to initiate with Clockwork, I think, first, and hope something went right.
Yeah, they had to chain stun one of those cores.
I'm really surprised they actually tried to go into the Roche pit instead of maybe looking like on that Radiant Hill where a lot of like the non-damage dealers will stand.
Yeah, that's good.
Uh-oh, middle lane, here we go, and nice hook shot, but Mad is there. Mad's playing amazingly. Jenkins is gonna get massacred. A buyback coming from Storm. Uh-oh, he's still living. Jenkins, can he? And they burn down KVH. Actually, Jenkins finally does go down. And where's Shadow Fiend at?
Holy
he is farming the jungle.
cow! The 2 was worth 652 gold.
That is the 2. He's worth every penny. And
Fraud's like, I'm rich.
that was.
Woo!
They did buy back on Storm though. Like it felt like a good fight, and you're like, oh wait, he had to buy back. At least he got some of the charges back.
Yeah, he got the kill, but you know, obviously that's offset by having the buyback gold penalty.
Why don't they just 5-man right now? I'm really surprised they don't with the Aegis of Shadow Fiend. They have the sieging. Level 25 on Shadow Fiend, I guess, about to come up, but the 150 attack range is nice for sieging, but
I think it's just one of those games where they're so far ahead that communication and like discipline just
they're
isn't
probably
there.
laughing. They're like, man, we're beating these guys we always play in pubs. This is easy, and you make one mistake, and I mean, they're still far ahead. 30,000
You
ahead.
make 10
you
mistakes.
make 20 mistakes, and then you're in trouble. And that was one of 20. And there's the attack range. He is throwing them pretty far there. 790. It's a lot. Franz has a 4-step now. Feels good for him. I was actually really surprised how long Jenkins lasted in that fight. They just couldn't bring him down even with all those stuns.
Yeah.
And Monkeys Forever gets the bottom tower. That's nice. Lotus Orb coming on the Nyx. Another counter to all the Silence's last words. Just anything, really.
Well, you only have one more item for the SF now.
Oh, they're getting him. He's almost a critical mass, and you're in the game. Yeah, he is Daedalus. He went for the Daedalus. He was going for Bloodthorn. He's like, nah, Daedalus. Oh, Global for the bottom lane. Oh. Global for the bottom lane. He has a Euls. And he has a Lotus now. Global actually might be the most useless skill in this game now, legitimately. Like, Nyx almost has one as well. Everyone has a way to take it off, including Rubik with the Guardian Greaves. They actually, everyone can take off Global.
That's actually why I don't really like Silencer support as much.
He doesn't have. He doesn't do that right clicking.
Yeah.
Like,
I do like mid Silencer a lot though.
Oh, I do. Especially with his new Ags, it's really good. Like one of the best Ags actually that's been added in a long time. And now we just see him sieging down. I love the use of the Granite Golem. He knows he can just jump out and he has Rage if he wants. Doesn't even waste it. All right, he doesn't know which Rax wants to attack. Oh, nice fake by Ziz. I don't know what it did, but it was nice. Pops out the Rage, they kill the Rax, they're out.
They get the tier 3 at bottom lane, though.
Yep.
They're going to force rotations back.
Maybe. No, they're just chilling. They're actually not going back. Do they not have TPs? Or
What?
They don't. He actually, if they looked at the items, Nyx had a TP, and that might have been enough for Storm with level 4 mana burn. They're trying to do it. I like they're still in it. Tier 3 goes down.
Yeah, they're going to have BKB for Monkeys in the next team fight.
The only thing is, Monkeys, even with that BKB, has to have perfect positioning, because I do believe with Assault Cure sub, Shadow Fiend with 1 crit can probably 2-shot him. Bottom lane, no Lifestealer inside of him. Could have been a kill, possibly. But they are creeping and crawling. Still balling in the mix. He has to be careful. Sentry Ward. And he knows something's probably up.
Yeah, and he's got the gem, too, so
Not
even
gonna
if he
risk
did
it.
run into that area, he would see, like, the sentry.
And he has a blink.
And he would blink out immediately.
Exactly.
Yeah, Matt's smart enough to never take that risk, right? Against the Storm Spirit, especially.
Exactly. And Halberd coming out on the CK. I guess, I mean, it's good. Sanj gives you damage HP, but the disarm, it's decent. It's really good on Shadow Fiend, obviously, but if KVH is on top of you, it's not going to be doing much.
Oh, yeah, they don't
like
have
it, though.
MKBs
Yeah.
on Wheel. I didn't think about that.
I like the build. And it's good, obviously, stats for his illusions. And, well, they wanted, fight into Shrine. This would be the worst. They don't get their BKBs up. Global comes Kenny Manta and then Rage. He does. On the backlines, they're going, Ionala's going to pop up his ulti. Who's going to go down first? Derp. They're trying to bring down. Monkey's using so much. Ziz goes down. Dota the 2's not really going to hit anyone, but doesn't matter. Everyone else is getting handled. Now he's 1v1 against Jenkins. On the other side, Monkey's forever suicides. And now Dota the 2 is probably going to win. Oh, the juke uphill. The juke back downhill. Going for it. Brown's trying to run away. Franz is just getting run it. Okay, just going to be a 1v1. Dota the 2 versus Jenkins. And right now, Jenkins is winning the juke war. Unfortunately, the other 2 cores are diving their base and taking tier 3s. And it's a good game.
The 2 dropping his items.
Yep, the classic. Shout out to his South American brethren. Gotta give him that. And it was a 40-minute game. Didn't feel like it. It felt like Wheel was pretty much in control from, what, like 7 to 8 minutes on. Red had a few good ganks early, but
I would argue earlier than that, right? The moment their dual Chaos Knight Lina lane didn't work out, and then the tri-lane, the 2 supports rotated to bottom, and they got the kill on Storm Spirit. Like, they were so down and out once that happened.
I think all the, and now we talk about how Lina Chaos Knight used to be a big Dota 1 lane double stun. The problem is, over time, Ice Frog, if he doesn't know how to balance a hero, maybe he just adds attributes, right? And all those attributes just slowly add up, and double stun lanes just aren't as effective. And Ionala was 18-3-5. He owned KVH, pretty much their entire team owned, I thought. That's all I have to say. So, do we come back to panel? What do we do here? I haven't been out here yet.
Talk to
what
those
up?
guys.
Hello.
Hey,
We're back.
I want to give the 2 a lot of credit there. You know, straight from the Sunday Evening Cup series that he used to play in, and you know about that stuff back in the day. And then
of course, he's been through it all.
The Sand King. So I think they wanted to dodge. They wanted to send like a stronger dual lane at the Lifestealer, try to shut him down. They kind of dodged that. Sand King did his thing, got that power treads. We saw that great 4-man stun epi mid as they were getting that kill, I think, on KVH. And he was a presence in this game. Like, even when he wasn't initiating, like, they went on him a few times at the bottom tower. You saw that stun bottom, let them clean up a couple of kills.
Yeah.
And like, he did a good job of keeping himself in there, and then just being that ability to counter initiate, whether it was uphill when they're fighting at their shrines. So I got to give him a lot of credit too. And I think their overall game plan came together pretty well beyond just the lanes.
Yeah, and look at that. We've actually got that up on the screen. And, Planet Odd is 2-0, but Wheel took him to a 60-minute game. And maybe, we see this game. Wheel is looking very real as a team. Charlie, how do you feel? How do you feel about those rankings right now?
It's still early. It's more or less about what I would expect. I think the one upset that you see, it's not even that much of an upset, is Cole beating DC. But I think, that has the possibility of going either way.
Yeah.
I guess given that last series, it was an interesting tribute to the Bone 7 offlane Storm Spirit. I'm not sure that we'll be seeing too much of that again.
Yeah, that was It just felt like they just picked heroes that maybe they wanted to play, and then they like those lanes that were, I wouldn't say terrible, they were just very, very interesting.
You see the game plan though. I think again, like they probably wanted to send a tougher lane at the Lifestealer. They wanted to have the silence up to be able to aid their pickoff. So anytime CK Lina goes on someone, or anytime they initiate, they want to be able to back that up. You see other teams run that concept too. But a lot of times, like they managed to get the pickoff they wanted, but they just kept fighting afterwards.
Yeah.
And then once you don't have the silence, or once you've used a round of spells, they come back in and blow everything up. So they had to be a little bit more disciplined with that as well.
Yeah, the biggest thing I saw was just Annihilate. Like, Shadow Fiend's not known for his early rotations, and when he rotated, I think it was bottom for that triple kill, that just boosted him up so insanely well. And that first blood they got for him gave him the 12 souls early. He might have just done way terrible with that double stun lane if he didn't have those souls. It's a good play.
I like that he didn't go for the... Well,
sorry, no, you're good. I was just, he was thinking, Jack, you
I was
go
just
on.
listening to you, Grant.
Cool.
Oh,
Jack,
just saying,
go.
I think it's good that he didn't go for the Shadow Blade either, because you saw the utility from the early the early Hurricane Pike coming out. It gives them more stats too, so they can't blow him up as quickly with the combo. With the Shadow Blade, I mean, you have solo kill potential, but they didn't need that because I don't think their objectives felt threatened. Yeah. They didn't need him to go around and like find pickoffs. They just needed him to come to fights and be alive.
Yeah, you literally, as long as you don't die, you won the game.
Jack, you're a lot more diplomatic about that Shadow Blade pickup on camera than when you were just quietly watching the game with when no viewers are watching. Can you say what exactly you said when he didn't go the Shadow Blade?
All right, I'll go halfway diplomatic. You see some Shadow Fiends, especially in like more organized competitive games, and then, like they're kind of just roaming around looking for kills. Doesn't work, or they get picked off and die, and that just totally like destroys their momentum going forward. They get to that BKB.
Name
super
names,
slow.
Jack.
Name names.
Name names, Jack.
It's more than
Come
one
on,
player.
Jack.
I mean, you see it from different players.
Come on,
like
guys.
who?
Stop being mean to
I
Jack.
don't know who.
Well, you do know who, because we were at the tournament where it happened.
No, I don't remember
we were
this,
in
Jack.
Shanghai a couple months ago at
Shanghai, a player at Shanghai. You're gonna have to narrow it down
Oh,
for me,
well,
Jack. I
you
need a
know-
team. I need a team.
I think you know who I'm talking about, Kat.
Jack,
I don't though. I have a bad memory, Jack.
Usually I don't like this whole putting him on the spot, but we are in NA, and we're talking about the NA scene. I think naming names is fair game.
All right, I'm not talking about an NA player.
Doesn't
That's fine.
matter.
Doesn't matter. This is a North American qualifier.
Okay.
You're gonna act like
Just
you're
give us
an
the
NA.
first letter. That's all you have to give us. Of his
Oh,
name.
that's easy, because everybody starts with this first letter. It's an M.
Oh, Jesus.
Merlini, I knew it.
What are you talking about? Merlini would never go Shadow Blade. He'd go Midas Travels all the
Yeah,
time.
he really would.
It's not
What are you
really.
on about?
There aren't that many players
Yep. All
that
right.
begin with M.
Well, we have a big game coming up next. It'll actually be Cole versus NP, but for now we're going to take a very, 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 very short break. I actually don't know how short it's going to be, but it's going to be a break, and I just want to thank you guys. Just keep tuning in and just keep smelling the roses.
Will do, Grant.